Hi and welcome to another video review. This time I wanted to go through I've just purchased a new keyboard because my old one is several years old now, and frankly it was quite cheap when I bought it anyway, so I'm lucky it lasted so long. This one is quite the opposite. This one is quite an expensive keyboard, and I managed to get this in a reduction sale. I've managed to get it at a bit of a discount. So this one here is actually by Logitech, and it's the MX Keys Plus. So this comes with the wrist support. So this is there's two versions. There's one without the wrist support and with the wrist support. So I've gone for the one with the wrist support as well, as we seem to be majority of people seem to be working from home these days. So just to give you some dimensions on the keyboard, the height is about 131.63 millimeters. The width is 430.2 millimeters, and the depth is 20.5 millimeters. The weight is around 810 grams, and just from the box it feels premium in your hands compared to my older keyboard that I got. And this one is backlit as well. And what's good about it is that you can use it's charged by USB-C, so and it includes the cable in there, and so at least then you can charge it much quicker. And I'm not too sure how long it's supposed to last on here, but I've seen there where it's between 5 and 7 days, but I'm presuming it might last a bit longer because I don't use it all the time. So you can download the software for it. It's compatible Windows 7 and later, Mac OS and later, and Linux as well, as also Android 6 or later as well. Because this has got as we do an unboxing later, you'll see it's got a dongle in there that you can plug in, so you can add Bluetooth. So you can if you get the keyboard and the mouse as well, so you can add it. Or this also connects by Bluetooth. So if you have Bluetooth already in your computer like I do, then you can just connect this using low powered Bluetooth. And I've seen some reviews and everything else, and the latency and everything else is very low. So I think I'll just stick with the Bluetooth instead of using up another USB port. It does come with a 2-year limited hardware warranty. And as I said, in this one is the keyboard, the palm rest, the unifying receiver, so that's the little USB dongle, and it has a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, and of course the user documentation. So it does say here on the documentation from their website as well, it says a full charge lasts 10 days. So I think it can last up to also 5 months with backlighting off. So that's a big difference between 10 days and 5 months. So now let's do the unboxing. So as I said, it's got a hefty weight to it. When I first got it, is actually quite heavy box and everything else. So it's definitely worth the premium price that you're going to pay for it. So some of that weight might be the wrist support as well. So as you can see here, we'll just put that keyboard here. And you can see here the packaging is I'll put that to one side. So as you can see here, you've got the keyboard. It's nicely wrapped. So opening the box, as you can see here, you've got clear instructions here from 1 to 4 on setting it up, and also about the Bluetooth functions as well. As you can see, the keyboard is nicely wrapped. Again, premium feeling, and it has got some heft to it. As I said, it's around 810 grams, so it's quite a hefty keyboard there. But for when you're paying for a premium keyboard, you expect some weight to it and everything else. So as you can see there, you've got the MX Master 3, so it's just advertising their mouse that they've got as well. That goes with this set. So as you can see, it's quite well wrapped. And I think this is the graphite colour keyboard. So as you can see here, And the keys do feel very nice and strong, as you expect, and that has got some heft to it as well. It's got some good weight to the back, as you can see here. So you can see there it's got the USB-C port, so for charging, and then you've got the on and off button here as well. And I think it is backlit as well, and as you can see here as well on the keyboard, if I put that down, you can see here that it also supports multi-OS as well. So it's got the keys for Apple computers, or Macintosh if you're as old as me to remember when they were Apple Macs. So you've got the keys here as well, so it's multi-OS, and I do believe you can swap between devices with this keyboard as well quite easily. So you can have it set up here, so you can have it controlling your laptop, say your work laptop, and then suddenly if you want to use your desktop PC, your personal one, you could swap over and sit number 2. So I think you can link up to 3, as I said here. So if we flip it over, you can see here it's got some rubber grips, and then as you can see here, and some other rubber grips there. But as I said, it's got some hefty weight to it, so it's quite good for the actual here. So now moving on, we can see inside the box, as we said before, this is what they call the unifying receiver. So it's like a Bluetooth, and as you can see here, it's got their little symbol there, and the for Logitech, and that plugs in there if you don't have Bluetooth into your computer already, so you can use that. And then it's got here quite good for the packaging. Again, it's quite clear and everything else. So you've got over here, it's same for the cable, so I presume these cables here, if I can open it. So it's saying here, over here should be the USB cable, but there's nothing underneath there, so unless it's invisible. Let's have a quick look. So I think it might be in here. So yes, it's in this middle box. So on this side of the little box here, you've got the USB type A to type C charging cable, and that's quite a good length as well, so that's good to see. And then you've got your documentation as well inside here, so you have your usual safety. I don't know why you want a safety on a keyboard unless you're hitting someone around the head with it. Then also you've got here for the battery removal and recycling and everything else in your guide, I suppose your warranty there information. So for the keyboard, so at least it's kept to a minimum as well, to see they're actually saving that, so that's good. And then underneath here, so you can see here, we've got the palm rest. So that's got not too heavy, so it's good to see. And you can you see it's got actually quite a nice shape to it, and a good thickness. So that's really quite nice, and I think that'll be quite good on when you're on your wrist support. It's not too thick and not too big, so that's perfect. So especially for me as well, I think that's really good size and everything else. So yeah, so overall that's really good as expect for a premium keyboard. You would expect all of these things. And for the keyboard, so this is what it looks like with the on here. So as you can see, and you can see again here, so you can see the size, and it's quite good. So let's see if we switch it on, so you can see green and it lights up. As you can see and quite nice. I've got a mouse mat already, but it's nice and soft, not too big and everything else, and it's already an angle as well, and the keys do feel very good compared to my old one. Of course it's not as good as a mechanical keyboard, and for gaming this is more productivity, but I'm sure you can still do some gaming on this as well, looking at it. So as I said, I'm going to connect this by the Bluetooth, and this has just been a quick review on what you get inside the unboxing. and the just a quick rundown of the quality of the keyboard. And I don't expect to have any issues, and I'll leave in the comments if I do have any issues, and follow up information I have when after using it. Okay, thanks for watching and have a great day.